welcome back. So today we're going to look at another build video. This particular build video is going to be focusing on creating a bar, and it has a lot of other goodies. But before I get started with explaining this build, I wanted to warn the folks that are watching my career series that there may or may not be spoilers in this video, because I'm using this build for our upcoming episode where we'll be following along with two different characters this episode and two different careers. So this build kind of encompasses a lot. We have two mini apartments in this build. We have a ice cream parlor, we have a cafe, and the big building in the back is the bar. And then the upstairs, which I'm kind of kicking myself, but the upstairs I really should have built like a bowling alley or something to that extent, but I didn't think about it until I already uploaded it. So what you guys can do, another apartment up there, you can do another venue up there. It really just depends on what you want to do. It's kind of cool to have a build with empty space that you can go crazy with it, right? Anywho, that's that. We actually saw this build on the internet and I loved it, and I just wanted to try and recreate it. I don't think it came out too shabby, but then again, I built it, so of course I'm partial. Let me know what you guys think in the situation down below. And also, if you really, really like this build and you want to download it for yourself, for your simmies to play on, you absolutely can do that. The link for that is also in the situation down below. So have at it, have fun. Oh, so I wanted to share this little fun fact with you guys. Can we talk about pets for just a little bit? I hope you guys don't mind, but I was just reading a couple of blogs. First things first, the first blog I read today was talking about how much work went into doing pets for The Sims 4. And the reason why it took so long for them to kind of create and unfold and develop and put together is because they had to do 5 different new life phases. They had to do kittens, they had to do puppies, they had to do small dogs, medium dogs, large dogs, and they had to do cats. And then they had to build a lot of code for the interactions between all of the toddlers, the children, the adults, and the elders with all of these new 5 life stages. So when you think about it that way, I mean, my hat's off to them. That's a lot of flipping work. I mean, I can't proclaim that I know code, because I really don't, but I do work on macros a lot in the field that I am in. And I know coding for Excel macros can be a pain in the ass most times, all the time. So I cannot even imagine how they put stuff like this together. It would be really cool to see up close and personal one day, because the thought of game development gives me happy chills. It makes me happy. It makes me so happy. Anywho, so the other blog that I read was about system requirement changes and how much power having this expansion pack will require from your system. So I'll put the link to that particular blog post down below so that you guys can check and make sure that your systems can handle it. I definitely am going to be checking it out. My system isn't too shabby, but you never know. I mean, the more stuff that you put on there, and you know, it makes me worried too, because I've been downloading a lot of CC. I'm wondering how that's going to affect it in the long run the more I continue to do so. So something to think about. What else? So right now I'm pretty much done with the facade of this building. I really like the fact that this build is inspired by the old world. I really wanted it to look like very antique buildings. I wanted it to look, the 2 different apartments to look different, all the venue facades to look different, but cohesive, if that makes any sense. I love the colors of red and green, and all the flowers just really make the exterior pop. And I really love that the mini apartment upstairs, right on top of this ice cream parlor, has the stairs to it from the back of the building. It really makes it look realistic and unique. I love the character that this build has. I have the feels for this, man. I hope you guys enjoy this. So this is the ice cream parlor that we're getting ready, putting together right now. And then I think we're gonna go to the cafe after this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we are. So this little bitty section in the middle here is going to be the cafe, and I really focus the colors for the cafe are going to be nice and bright and pastel, because I really feel like when you go and get coffee, like the environment is so important. You know, there's a difference when you go to Starbucks and get coffee and when you go to McDonald's and get coffee. I don't know, it's just really different. But anyway, I made it happy. I made it happy for us. I did participate in a huge community collab this week. It has been so much fun meeting new simmers. Sometimes you get so caught up in your own world and your own bubble, and I had that little mini hiatus. So even though I talk to my girls every day, Safis and Spacey, I really was disconnected from the community, and coming back and being embraced by the community again and being part of this thing that we did. Link to that community collab. We did a back to school create a sim collaboration where a bunch of simmers from the community got together, and they all got to pick one TV show or one movie character that is in school, and we tried to recreate them or their essence via create a sim. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. Made a lot of new friends, and it's just a brilliant idea. And Official Girly Simmer really poured out a lot of work to put that together. So kudos and a shout out to her. Check her channel out. She's amazing. She also, if you guys remember from my first, oh my gosh, my brain just farted. My first Cursed Beauty story, she was the fairy godmother who did all the beauty changes on Kalyani. So she has a special place in my heart for being the one that transformed her, and she's brilliant at it. Anyway, what's going on the screen right now? We're working on the very first mini apartment. This apartment, the focus on this apartment is to be like super aesthetic, super modern. I wanted it to look like an apartment that they refurbished and that still needs just a little bit more TLC, you know? It's a very drab apartment in that there's not a lot of color going on, and I made it like that on purpose. And what I'll say is that everything in this actually was placed. I was kind of impressed because I was nervous about the little office in the back there and the bathroom door. I thought, ooh, that sim isn't going to be able to go to the potty, but it worked out. It actually is working out really, really nicely. So there's that. And then the other apartment that I start working on, I think I'm about ready to go there now, is more warm, more homey, and it's an open floor plan in that we have a split level in that apartment as well, which I'm excited about. So yay, it's coming together. Like I love this build so much. There's so much character to it. What else can we talk about? What's new with me? Well, let me tell you this. This is a IRL, a real life story. So I have a couple of really good girlfriends at work that we always meet up in the mornings, and we go to our Starbucks, which is right inside the building, and we get together and we share our schedules and we gossip about stuff that happened the day before or stuff that we're concerned about, you know, for that day or whatever. But anyway, we were going down the stairs to go to the Starbucks together, and there was this black wiggly thing on the foot of the stairs. I was like, is that a garter snake? I've never seen like bugs in our building, but is that a reptile on the floor? It was black and wiggly. And my girlfriend was like, no, that looks like a shoelace. Maybe it's a shoelace. And we're all about safety in our company. Like, it is a business culture there. Like, safety first, second to last. So there was a gentleman that was coming around the corner, and he stepped over and he's like, whoa, what is that? And I bent over to pick it up so that, you know, if girls are walking down with heels and they step on a shoelace, they can slip and fall, right? Well, anyway, I bent down, and the more I got close, and listen, I'm blind as a bat. I wear glasses, okay? I had to get close to this thing because I'm nearsighted. When I picked this thing up, it was an actual person's hair weave. It was a long, skinny, braided piece of hair on the ground. I have never seen anything like that. We laughed so hard. We were like, is work this stressful that this person literally lost their hair? I mean, who does that? And you cannot make these stories up. It was so hilarious. Love it. Anyway, we're getting ready to go to the patio in the back. It's an upstairs garden, a rooftop garden. I love the idea of this. This is so New York, right? I love the idea of having a rooftop garden. I don't know why. I think it would be wonderful. I wish I would have put fairy lights up there. Now that I'm... Do you guys do this? Do you guys build something and then go back and go, oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that? Anyway, I didn't do it. I forgot about it. But if you guys want to add it, feel free to. I think that would be brilliant up here. Put it in a bar, put in some music, put in wind chimes. I put in the garden thingies. I put in a yoga mat. Like, what else does this person need? Really, come on. Like, I want to live there. How convenient, too, would it be to live so close to your work? I would love to be able to walk to work sometimes. Now, not in the winter, nay. But yes, definitely now in the spring and summer, the fall, that would be so brilliant. So what else is happening? I am looking forward to Thursday. I am looking forward to that toddler pack. I want to get my hands on the toddler baby stuff. I'm so excited about it. And oh, you know what? This reminds me. So I was a little bit flighty, and I forgot to record the actual bar, putting the bar together at the end. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is me. I finished up the bar, and I'm looking for lights for the outside of the facade for the bar. And I'll show you, I'll give you a little tour of what the bar looks like in a second. But I realized something. I realized that this is my style. I didn't realize I had a build style before, and it just hit me when I started editing this video. I really like posh looking things. I did it for my gym. I'm doing it now for the bar. I really like things that are matchy and color coded and really high end looking. This has to be my build style, right? This is what I do. And I'm okay with that. But I also wanted to give it a little bit of an antique feel. So I used the older toilets. I have a his and her bathroom. I use the Spa Day Pack bar stool. I love the color scheme. I wanted to do a dark and seedy bar, and it just didn't work out that way. It just turned out looking like a country club. But hey, I'm not hating it. I'm not. I'm gonna embrace it and say, good job, Lee. You did something that I hope you guys like. Anyway, like I said before, this particular build is already up in the gallery. The link to this build you guys can have. And what I would say is the traits I think are up on the screen right now. It's homey, acoustic, and sunny disposition. But I made it into a bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download my Sims, put them in an empty lot, and then have them live here. But you can actually download this as a residential. If you're a storyteller and you need something like this for your story, then what you can do is you can download it as a residential, and then you won't get the public, in and out if you don't need the public around. It's lit up really nice at night. I play tested this with Rowan and Joy from my last career episode, and they did a really good job. They tested all the restrooms, they tested all the nooks and crannies, and everything worked out beautifully. So what can I say? What can I say? But I'm excited. I'm excited for Toddler Stuff Pack. I'm excited for the Eco Stuff Pack coming in the future. I'm super excited about pets. What's the first pet you guys are going to make? Here's the thing. I'm highly allergic in real life, so I can't have cats. And I love cats. My sister's a cat person. I'm a dog person only because I'm not as allergic to dogs. Now, I will say that my bubby gives me hives sometimes. Not just because his dander gives me hives, but sometimes he gives me hives. But I love him. He's so cute and cuddly. But I think I'm going to create a cat first. Is that betraying my dog? Do you think he'll be upset? I don't know. But here you have it. Here's the build. It really feels so romantic. This build. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, oh, I should have done this, that, and the other thing. Now I wish I would have expanded it a little bit so it's not as narrow. But I like the teeny tiny feel too. I like things that are small. It was a challenge, but it was a lot of fun. And the cool thing is you guys can customize it however you want. If you want to pull out the individual buildings, you can. If you want to do something else with it, you can. That's what this is all about. It's about sharing. Sharing is caring. all this other stuff. Pre-order your pets if you haven't. I'm rambling at this point. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but I hope you really like this. Hope you like the build. Hope you like my stories for the day. They were weird and awkward, but I'm going to leave you guys alone so you can enjoy the screenshots at the end. I really, really appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you on the flip side. Oh, one more thing. This is a channel announcement. So Cursed Beauty is coming fast and furious. I apologize for the delay, but we had a little bit of a poll going on what dress to wear for homecoming, and I think we've about wrapped that up. So expect a Cursed Beauty episode in the next couple of days. It should be really, really fun. Thanks for all your support. Love you guys. Talk to you super soon. Bye.